And good evening, everybody. Wow, what a way to start off the episode, showing off something that I wasn't supposed to show. But welcome, everybody, to another episode of Holotheatre. I know you didn't watch it last week, but as always, I'm Dan Tartaglione, better known as D Tartag1. Joining me tonight are the now official titles of the guest hosts, essentially the holograms. We have Anthony Howard, Scott Lingarell, and Justin Miyashiro. You could thank Scott for coming up with the name. Uh, we were talking. I was like, "Hey, I need a name for like all the guest hosts and everything." Scott was like, "What about the holograms?" Like,
I like that you're inflicting credit upon Scott for
well,
that.
I mean, to be fair, he's the one who came up with it.
I was thinking more of the awards at the end of the year being the holograms, but that works too.
The hologrammies.
Well, I mean, we have the Hollies.
See.
The
So-
Hollies work too, though. But yeah, I'm glad I could be here. Thanks for having us on.
Oh, I'm glad to have you on. So tonight we have a lot of information to give out. We're going to recap a lot of what happened this year. We're going to talk about like some of the stuff that happened, what are highlights, maybe some lowlights of it. We're going to talk, and then we got a bunch of information, some awards to give out, some special teasers for 2022, and then the thing that everybody has been waiting for: who is the 2021 Guest of the Year? I can tell you right now, these three gentlemen do not know. Only I know particular. Oh, actually, yeah, only I know right now. So you'll find out at the end of the show.
I know who got at least one vote.
Well, I mean, there's actually a lot of votes, but at the same time, the ballots, like somebody decided to stuff the ballot box. I'm not saying who.
And kids,
Your
like
kids.
K-pop superstars.
Kids.
Yeah, let's vote. Oh, I can vote again. I could vote again. I could vote again. Okay.
Your kids.
Literally, my kids. My
Your kids.
my 14 and 12-year-old.
Mm-hmm. So, let's get into 2021. Right off the bat, like I said, a lot happened this year. A lot of good things. A lot of awards were given out. Joe Olsen just decided, you know what? Nobody else is going to win any tournaments this year, so I'm going to win everything. And all in all, it was a good year. I know we got back to some live Star Wars CCG with Nationals and Worlds. And yeah, no, it was a fun year. It really was. So we'll start with Scott. Scott, go ahead and give us like one of the things that some of the stuff that you saw of when you think of Star Wars in 2021.
Yeah, I think definitely getting back in person, seeing everybody in DC was really a highlight. I was thinking about, my most enjoyable game of the year, and I'd like to think it was the game against Brad Reinhold at Worlds. Just a really competitive game and close, but it was also good because, I hadn't seen him in a long time, and it just felt good to be back playing in person. So I think, that was definitely a nice thing. Being able to see everybody, Anthony was there. That was the first time I've seen him in a long time. So it was just really nice.
Now, so Worlds was the only event that you played in person.
Yeah.
Like, I know you were talking about going to nationals and everything. Unfortunately, you had your mother-in-law's birthday.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah. So, but Worlds was nice. I got a chance to go out, have fun with everybody, grab some food, got a chance to just hang out, play some games. And that was a highlight of mine for the year. That was definitely nice. The low light, I will say, is that I just scrubbed out of some events, but that's okay. That happens.
what events? I don't think you scrubbed out of any events.
Well, I mean, the online NPC I didn't do well in. The NPC last year, Batmouse's event, Anthony's event, I came in the top 8, so that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
The Jawa Cup, I kind of didn't do as well as I would have liked, but that's the trick. When you think about it, this year I think I've beaten a lot of the top players where I maybe shouldn't have, and I've lost to some of the players maybe I shouldn't have. But you know what? You take the good with the bad, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, Justin, let's go with you. What was some of the highlights and stuff for you?
Well, I would say I would actually say that the highlight for me was having my design pod finish and have our cards released. I worked with Adam Fletcher on communing, and getting to play with cards that I designed was pretty sweet. That was pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
I highly recommend it for anybody who has the opportunity to do so. So yeah, I mean that was awesome. That was just a great experience, and then seeing the community's response to it and reaction to it, and all of the deck building that went around it, which was kind of what we were hoping for. All that stuff was awesome. So that was a highlight for me, I think. Low light. I would honestly have to say that starting 5-0 Worlds and then not making top 8 was pretty bad. That was not great. Now, in fairness, I like all the losses were to good players, and they played well. Their decks were matched up well against mine and everything. So there wasn't really anything I felt like I could have done per se about it. It's still a bummer though. So that's
Yeah.
to feel like you're really close and then not quite get there is not great. But there's always next year. So we'll I'm still planning on playing in all the majors next year in the US at least. So we'll see how that goes, and yeah, hopefully we'll do better. So
Nice. Okay, Batmouse. Let's go with you.
Highlights for the year: getting to finally travel. I had never traveled to a major event outside of California. So going to nationals, meeting Justin, meeting everybody that finally getting to put more names to faces was great. Going to DC, spectacular. DC was pretty good for me.
Yeah.
Little trophy or something around. But it was just really great to see everybody in person and be able to have that community, and then remembering to book an additional day. So flying out on Monday
Yeah.
for World really helped too. Then I wasn't rushed for the consolation event, which that's where I did well. Best match of the year for me, in person. Best match of the year is kind of a tie between Matt Lutz, CRG. We had my first game on stream.
Yeah.
I was terribly nervous. Great game though. And then playing Adam Bott in person, the amp. He had chips and salsa for the table at nationals. In a day where we were like, oh man, when are we gonna go get something to eat? He at least saved that for a little while with the chips and salsa.
Mm-hmm.
my color teammate, he's on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Low light of the year is running out of time to do all the events and all the things that I want to put together to for people to play online in Gem, and just one thing cascading into the next.
Yeah.
and missing out on opportunities to have another event here or another event there.
I mean,
But
you created,
all in all, good year.
You created the toilet league, the 10-minute toilet league. That was great. I don't
Yeah,
know why.
that was,
I thought
Who
the toilet
took-
league was the 5-minute one.
Yeah, like who removed that from Gemp? Seriously.
That's horrible. Playing in 5 minutes is impossible. I tried one 10-minute game, and it was the most stressful thing I've ever done in my life.
I gave somebody a Holotheatre deck challenge victory by playing in the 5-minute league, because that was the only way that their Holotheatre start deck was going to win an open game. Was the toilet league game.
That's still a win. Still a league. I do love the Blitz leagues. That was great fun, and that was something that came from like being at dinner at nationals. I was literally like, oh well, they're literally 10 players sitting around the table. What do you guys want to do? You guys want to do a league? Yeah, let's come up with a league that we can play on a bathroom break from work, and that's where those came around. And so those I'd love to bring those back, but it is just, again, you run out of time for everything, and that is one of the things that, while it's great fun, like Scott said, it is very stressful to play in those. You're kind of like rushing. Oh, I can't play
Is it
Shield.
though? Like,
Yes.
is it stressful to really Is it really stressful to play in those leagues? You know, you have 5 minutes. Just play fast. Don't play like a
Well,
sloth or anything.
It's not just play fast. It's you have to play decks that like don't need clicks. Like I played Watto in one of those in those leagues. That was a disastrous decision. There's so many clicks with Watto, like that you don't even think about until you start like putting your card down and all that stuff. Like, yeah.
You got to play it without shields. You got to play something like a sealed deck would be very enjoyable, I think.
Okay,
Dude,
we have
and
a
it's all
quote.
about
We
timing.
have the quote.
I
Joker King. He said, "Playing in those leagues saved my bacon versus Desai in the OCS playoffs." Like he played in those leagues to train himself to play faster. So those are a good thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there we go.
I just realized, was I supposed to say my favorite match of the year? I
Sure,
didn't.
you can.
I don't want to throw shade at him because I'm really not. It was a fun game, but my favorite match was my match against CRG at Worlds. If you have not lived until you control 3 Tatooine sites with Vader, Dooku, and Luke.
Ooh, nice.
What?
Mm.
Luuke.
He lost an epic duel.
Oh.
No wonder he was so drunk that night.
Hey, that was a good night.
That was a good night.
Hey, real quick, Dan, one thing I'm really happy about is my card. We released it last set and talked about it on Holotheatre, and because of the feedback from the chat, I actually asked Chris to redo the card a little bit to allow me to fix it so it would work in ASM too. And it's been nice seeing that played by itself and in ASM as well. So the feedback from your community, our community from that show actually helped with that card.
Which card is it?
Unlimited power.
Oh, that card's so fun.
Ooh, That's
In
a
ASM,
good.
that card is so fun.
That's a good ASM card.
Like, I don't know if you guys watched it. I played my last round of the Jawa Cup last night against Wayne Cullen. He played the new Skywalker, Anakin start. Where you get like
You played the Your Mom deck.
yeah, your mom. I played ASM, and I'm just like, oh, yeah. And Justin Carulli was like, yeah, you need to put unlimited power in there. And I'm like, well, I lose Maul. Then I realized you don't care. It's just you're just recycling cards back, and and you play Crush the Rebellion, so you get like Endor Monarch or I Have You Now. Keep putting those back if you don't want to use them. And then, if you don't get them back, you can just draw them again, like, after you do it. It's so fun.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
good. It's good. Yeah. So I didn't want to disrupt you, but I just wanted to thank our community for that.
Well, I'm so I'm glad that something good came out of Holotheatre for once.
Oh, stop it.
But no, I mean, like me personally, I think the best thing was we took off. We took off like a year for COVID and everything, and just the response to people had for nationals and worlds was great. Like Chris Menzel stuck into the country just to come play Star Wars. Like that was great. Nationals, just seeing everybody after a year was fantastic. Like, don't get me wrong, I like streaming games over GAMP. I like having, talking to people over Discord, Skype, or Zoom, or whatever. But as everybody realizes, you don't go to events to win Star Wars games unless you're like Joe Olsen. You go for the people. You go for the after hours. Everybody's just hanging out, playing games, drinking a little bit, just hanging. Like that's what it is. It's the community is itself. I think is the reason why we're all here.
Without question.
Agreed.
As for me, like the match of the year, I don't know. Like I've had so many good matches this year in person. I've only played in the team tournaments. Like my first match of the year in live person was against Justin Desai. Like
6 cards. You couldn't get me 6 cards.
Hey, all I gotta say is, you carried us there. Like, my teammates have carried me in the team tournaments, so that's all that matters. But at least Team Stop Batmouse Cold won something.
Yeah, and then Batmouse turned around and won something.
That's because I wasn't playing.
So I don't think Kendall Hallman was expecting to be the one carrying me in the team tournament, but that is definitely what happened at Worlds. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, outside of that, I think the low lie, like my biggest low point was Darth Vader, Betrayer of the Jedi, getting printed. That card shouldn't be allowed.
I love that card. It's getting so much play, by the way.
I'm glad.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
So, before we get any further, I know like everybody who there's been a lot of people working with Holotheatre this year. We've had a lot of guests, a lot of people stepped up, come on, and worked as co-hosts. So I do have a few videos from people who have come on as the co-hosts and just saying a little something back to the community. I got 6 videos, so we'll run those really quick, and yeah. Okay, first one is Jared Napolitano.
Hey everyone, Jared Napolitano, JNAP here, marketing advocate. Just wanted to wish everyone a Happy New Year, belated Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Thanks for tuning in to all Star Wars CCG PC programming this year, whether it was Holotheatre or Douglas Show or streams of games or whatever. Just participating, following, subscribing, doing all that great stuff that helps the PC in a lot of different ways. So thanks for all that. Looking forward to a great year in 2022. Lots of great events and lots of things going on. So keep watching Holotheatre. Stay tuned, and thanks to Dan and the rest of the team for all they've done this year.
Can't hear it, no.
Yeah, lots to look back and reflect on this year, and a lot to look forward to next year.
Could anybody hear that?
No, I heard the beginning and then it went away.
Yeah, same.
That's weird.
I can only hear it because I turned the sound on the Twitch stream. So
Okay, did you get it all? Jared was loud.
Jared was loud.
yeah, it comes through. It comes through perfectly on the stream.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, that's what matters. I don't care about hearing it through his. You're
That
not
makes
going to hear it through Discord. Okay,
Thank you.
Matt Lutz also sent out a video.
Hi everyone, CRG, Matt Lutz here on Christmas vacation, currently in Wisconsin at my father-in-law's house. I hope you have a wonderful 2022. And my favorite memory this year from all things Star Wars CCG was meeting people in person at US Nationals and playing in the top 8 and almost beating our current world champ, Mr. Joe Wilson, and losing my match against him by 1 card. Have a great New Year, everyone.
And Jerry sent over something. He said he's in the chat, so let's see what Jerry has to say.
What's up, Star Wars players? This is Queso Sauce 37. Just dropping by Holotheatre on our year-end special to say, hey, what's up? Thanks, everybody. Happy New Year's. Thanks for playing Star Wars cards. Thanks for gemping it up all year long. Special shout-out to the 50 or so players, volunteers, and everybody who showed up to Denver Nationals in July. That was definitely my highlight of Star Wars CCG in 2021. Getting to host a big event and all that was super rad. Thanks to everybody who came out for that. It was, just like the good old days, right? The pre-COVID days. So looking forward to 2022 and what all that brings for us. So yeah, thank you to the PC. Thank you to Dan and everybody involved with Holotheatre. And Happy New Year's. May the Force be with you.
Okay, and for those who don't know him, James, he's our resident Twitter expert. He does all the tweets, all the, hey, come do this, do that, all the exciting stuff on Twitter. So he sent over something too.
Everyone, is James Martin, also known as Solid Snack. I work with the PC in the marketing committee, working on the Twitter feed, Instagram, GEMP announcements, all the like. Wishing you and your family a healthy, happy holiday season, Merry Christmas, and hope to catch everybody online in 2022. And check it out, Chris Kelly, double sleeve my LSJK.
Kendall had to. I think he sent something over as well. He did a few takes.
Hey, Star Wars fans, it's your old pal Kendall. Man, 2021 has been a crazy year. I made 18 different Star Wars CCG themed podcasts on the Bad Deck Breakdown feed, totaling 53 episodes on that podcast feed. Got to interview Jerry Darcy. Got to interview Timo Dussel. I got to do in-person worlds. I got to host an event in Columbus, Ohio. I even won the Napolitano Regionals. Crazy stuff. But of course, the most amazing thing to happen was I met my good friend Puppet Chris Kelly. Hey everybody! Happy New Year! Play lots of mains! Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight's a card! Bye!
Oh, I'm glad to see. You know what's funny? The fact that now Chris Kelly actually sent us something over as well. He sent it over like 6 minutes into the chat, or 6 minutes into the video. So we got one from him as well.
Hey everyone, Chris Kelly here. Just want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everyone in the community. You guys are the lifeblood of our game, so thank you so much
I will say,
for everything you do, all the contributions you make, just playing games and making this such a fun hobby and a great community. I wanted to thank, obviously, everyone in D&D. It's been such a pleasure to work with you. Everyone behind the scenes, proofers, gem slicers, the digital Jawas, playtesting. You guys are all amazing. Make this game what it is, so thank you for that. Best memory of the year obviously has to be becoming a puppet. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everyone. May the Force be with you.
so I like how Chris Kelly has his little shrine to the Yankees behind him. You gotta. That's some real dedication, Chris. I don't know, like, is that something you built, or was that something you know? Did you go to the Yankee Stadium to film that? But
I was confused by what you meant by did he build it? Like, do you think he moved into the house and it was just there? I don't
know. Like, it's Chris. Like,
That was the only condition for buying the home.
Here you go.
No, I was in the Bronx seeing the last MLS soccer game in Yankee Stadium maybe a month and a half ago, and I saw a shrine to Chris Kelly there. So he's already invaded it.
27 rings.
I will say, we do need to have Chris Kelly and the infamous puppet Chris Kelly on at some point. So we will have that on for 2022 at some point. I'll make sure it happens. As long as the people want it, we'll have it. Okay, everybody.
For the masses.
Yep, Scott took off the blazer because he's no longer selling us insurance for the day.
It's like Chris showed off his streaming shirt, so I have mine too.
It's too cold.
I have a shirt under it too. I mean,
I'm still cold. Like, I'm wearing multiple layers and I'm still freezing. Years of living in Hawaii, it killed me. But okay, I do have a little bit of an announcement from one of our beloved tournament committee members, Mr. Bill Kafer. So, a lot of people have said that they're interested in the Player of the Year points and how there's really nothing to play for. So, the tournament committee got together and decided, you know what, we're going to fix that. So, starting this year, they will be announcing the Most Improved Player of the Year and the Breakout Player of the Year awards. Those are a selected board will get together and discuss on 3 nominees by the tournament committee and go over like how the players done over the year and pick one for one in each category. Justin, you're part of the tournament committee. You want to get say a few why you guys are doing this?
So I think that the main reason was so that there's a little bit more recognition for people who don't, for people this year who aren't Joe Olsen, but just kind of more in general to recognize that the skill gap in the game has shrunk a lot, and that we want to recognize people who have made an effort who made an effort to get better and also have done that, and yeah, that's kind of the heart of it is my thinking behind doing these awards. So there's there's a little bit there's some additional recognition for people who maybe didn't even if you didn't win a major, if you had a great year, this is still we want to celebrate it.
So you're not Joe Olsen.
Yeah. I mean, he's not going to win the Jawa Cup. I can promise you that.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Fail on his part.
So, you want to go ahead and give us the most improved player of the year as well as and then the breakout player of the year then?
Yeah. The 2021 most improved player of the year is Jared Napolitano. Jared had, to the surprise of nobody, he had a fantastic year, I think. I think his performance at majors was fantastic. Mm-hmm. I think he really kind of stepped his game up to the next level. So there were a lot of good candidates, but certainly for my opinion of it, Jared, I thought was a clear winner for that award. You want me to give the other one too?
Yeah, breakout player.
And then the other award is a breakout player of the year. That is Chris Hull, Joker King. So likewise, Joker King, as was said in the discussion of it, he went from a guy who was most known for not giving reverts and playing court and nothing but court, to being a player who's scary to face in the OCS and in actually, I can't recall I don't think Chris actually made it to either the live majors, but the online majors and the really any event that you run into that when Joker King's name is the one that you're up against, that's became uncomfortable. He did really, really well this year, and breakout player of the year is a kind of thing it's not quite the same as like rookie of the year. Because I don't actually think that he was technically a rookie by the normal standards of like no player of the year points or something like that. But his performance this year I think was well worthy of the award anyway. So that's why we went with that. So
I was gonna say, just ask Timo Dussel about his record in events, and he'll gladly tell you about how good Joker King is. Congrats to both of these gentlemen for a fine year, and I do expect more out of both of them next year. Okay. And moving on, so we got another exciting thing to announce. For those who earlier this year, the marketing team got together and developed a list of the top 64 images of Star Wars CCG from the Decipher era. It was a fun tournament, and I want to say Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith was the victor.
That sounds correct. I believe it was like Dark Lord of the Sith, Darth Maul Young Apprentice.
Yeah.
And I want to say Flagship Executor were in the top there, but that might just be because that's what I wanted to be there. So.
Well, we lost the Batmouse. Well, you know what? We're going to do it all over again. This time, however, it's going to be for virtual card images. A select group of people came up with the top 64 images of all of the full art virtual cards that PC has designed, and put them in a bracket, and we're going to have a bracket challenge for it. So first off, I want to say that there's a lot of great images that the graphics team has worked on throughout the years. So it was a hard task coming up with just 64 images. It really was. So even though, like, if your favorite image is not part of it, please participate. Don't hate on an image just because it's something that you think is good, that should be on there isn't on there. Again, this is supposed to be fun, and it's just big props to the graphics team. Like, it's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I was actually thinking of saying that for my like highlight of the year, but then I realized that wouldn't really be accurate because they've been killing it for quite a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the last couple of sets are like standout, but really you can go further back than that, and like the images from set 13 were fantastic. It
Yeah.
kind of it's been the digital art thing has been a game changer. So
Yeah. And not only that, I mean, we've got a bunch of good cosplayers and a bunch of good artists and working on there. So please don't hate. But we do have a bracket. It is going to be starting on January 1st. The marketing team's going to put out, just like they did on Facebook and everything. And we're going to see who wins. So the bracket will be live on the 1st. And please make sure you vote on this. This is going to be fun. So you can see that we do have a bracket already. The number one image right now is Darth Vader, Betrayer of the Jedi. And then we got some other good images. The Azure Angel, Vader's Castle. I like how this one's on there. Just rock. The fact that we just have rock on there is great. Sabine.
I got a rock.
now, is that
Master
the
Qui-Gon.
AI rock or the?
The regular image rock. 'Cause, I mean, don't get me wrong. If it was the AI rock where Scott,
Yeah.
that would be easily the best image that we've ever made. Like, if you haven't seen it here, I'll show you it in a second. But yeah, we got a bunch of the good images. We got some new ones, some old ones. So, like I said, it's going to be fun. And again, this is going to be starting on January 1st. So the marketing team and we'll get together and make sure this all happens. So be on the lookout. I'll be posting the bracket so you can check it out in depth on the forums. So
Where do
please
we
make
vote
sure
for
you vote.
this?
So this one, the On the Verge of Greatness, is both the 0 side and the 7 side in particular.
It'll be voted on Facebook probably. They'll have a poll.
Yes. Yeah, it's just going to be like how we did with the other one. And for those who haven't seen the image that we're talking about with The Rock,
No.
yeah. Come on.
That's the image.
That
That's
is
the
the
winner.
image.
Clear winner.
Clear winner.
Do the eyebrow. Do the eyebrow. We want to see the eyebrow.
We're going to...
I can't do it.
So, but speaking of other images and other new looks and everything, you can see that Holotheatre has evolved a little bit more recently. We're going to be working on making it a little bit more visually appealing this year. So I don't know. We're gonna try out some new looks this year. So I would love to get some feedback on Holotheatre, how it looks, if people like it, and so forth. So please, if you guys want to just hit me up, that would be great. We'll do an AI bracket a little bit later, Chris, so don't worry about that. Okay. So, not only that, so we do got a lot of other stuff going on right now. We have the Jump PC starting very soon. Batmouse, you want to go ahead and talk about that really quick?
Yeah, so actually our Batmouse's 6 Gem PC has officially kicked off. It kicked off on Christmas Day when people could actually start playing. I was a little late, being end of the year, holiday, overwhelmed, all the good excuses as for why I didn't put up the actual league and send out the contact email. But we've already got a result. Scott himself played our first game and got that result. He advanced probably in what could be the tightest game of the entire Gem PC. Scott went to Lost Piles and won on Lost Pile. That's a tight win, sir.
It was good.
So we've already started. We're already going, and I'm gonna give everyone until the 10th to get through the first round with the holidays and everything, and hopefully we can advance from there. Again, the beauty of a bracket is you already know who you're gonna play next.
Mm-hmm.
The bracket is live on Challenge, so you can go ahead and see if your next opponent is done already, and just as soon as you're done, go ahead and try and reach out to your next opponent and progress as far as you can. Maybe you can get a little bit of a break before before your next opponent is done.
And I like this. So you already put in that Scott won. That's nice. Scott will be facing the winner of R. Saracen versus Adam CFC. So congrats on your win, Mr. Scott.
Thank you.
And again, if you want to check out the bracket, go ahead and check up on the forums. The link is on the forums under Batmouse's 6th Game PC and then the challenge. And then you can check out the bracket here. I believe you're finished taking predictions. Is that correct?
Yeah, predictions closed Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, really.
Okay.
So predictions are in, locked, and let's see what we can do. Clean
Awesome.
chat and clean prediction challenge for everyone, as no results were there when I locked it.
Awesome. Okay, so moving on a little bit, we do have the MPC still going on. That is scheduled for January 21st to the 23rd. 35 people have signed up, so if you are going, make sure that you sign up for it. Later on in the show tonight, I'm going to be raffling off a free entry to the MPC. So if you're on the chat, all I'm going to ask is that you just say MPC if you're going and you want a free entrance to it. And then we'll be giving you a free entrance to the 2022 MPC.
Can I just say it now, or do I have to put it in the chat?
Put it in the chat.
Okay.
So
I
can
want a free
remember.
entry. I might not go, but I want a free entry anyway.
Can
United owed me a
You can win it and give it to Chris Kelly if you want to. So. No. Really, Scott? Okay. Moving on a little bit further. So next week, speaking of the MPC, next week we're going to have Bill Kafer on to go over all the people who are entered into it, and we're going to reveal the bracket. And yeah, that's going to be an exciting one. Also on next week's show, I'm going to be setting up the matches for the 2021 Outrider Cup. So that
Randomly.
randomly. No, I actually have a very good way of doing it, and it is going to be random. First match is going to be
You have a
Bastion
hat?
and Joe. But that has to happen.
Captain's play, right?
Yeah. So.
So you hear that, everyone? 1 week to get in your bribes. I mean, your suggestions.
Yeah. I mean, you can bribe me all you want for the Outrider Cup if you want to see something.
You know what you should do? You should do the random number from I think a random deck from SWIP, and like have it pull the starting hand and see what numbers it gives you, and based on that you pick it. I'm sure you can find a better way though.
Oh, don't worry. I got a way.
Good. I'm
But
excited.
it is going to be. It's going to be nice to have the Bill Kafer on to talk about, like I said, the NPC and the Outrider Cup. We'll see who else is going to be on for the as well as our co-host. Okay, so right now let's get into some swing into the miss. I've got some 4 good questions. There's some fun ones, and we'll talk a little bit about those. So for the first question of the night for swing and the miss, Scott will win tournament games. Will win tournament games with Mind What You Have Learned.
Why you gotta say that? You can't really say that because, you know, Ryan R. Surson, if he wins against his matchup, him and I are both on like the Jedi testing team that we kind of built the deck. So obviously I can't play it against him. So I'm going to go with a miss. I'm not going to play it for a while. I've played it in some fun games. I'm going to put it aside until everybody else is saying hit. What the heck? I'm going to put it aside until people forget about it.
I don't think anybody's going to forget about it with you, Scott. I didn't say it has to be in the game PC. I just said tournament games.
It's like
So-
you mean ever? Because probably a
This
hit.
year.
Okay.
Yeah.
This year.
This year. Yeah, it's a hit.
Yeah,
It's a long year.
It is a long year.
It's going to be a hit. I'm going to play it.
I mean,
But will you win with it? That's the question.
I mean, I could easily beat Ryan with it if we play game 2. We won't even know it.
Oh,
I mean-
you know what? I think for the Game PC, if you face Ryan, you both have to play Mind What You Have Learned for light side.
Yeah, but then we just play
deal. Yeah.
our dark deal and just laugh. So it's
no,
not really-
no. We both. You know what? We'll find a group of people. We'll ask the community what you guys should play for Dark Side,
Yeah.
and you both have to play the same deck, the deck type, kind of like what Chris Kelly and I did at one point, where you pick like the objective or the starting interrupt or whatever, and then you both can build the deck however you want, but you have to play that type of deck.
Yeah, there's no
You're gonna
50-50.
crowdsource that.
So like Jedi testing beats anything that's not an objective. It just wins. So it's like, you know, it either wins or it's not 50-50. That's the problem.
Mhm.
It loses badly, it wins easily, or it's kind of bad luck or good luck. You know, there's really nothing in there.
Okay.
But I'll go with a hit. You win. You guys
I'm gonna
drag
say
it out.
miss. I don't have faith in Scott when it comes to Mind What You've Learned right now.
Okay.
Wow.
It's not because of Scott, it's because of the meta. I think the dark side has like too many fast decks, and the fact that you can't play
Wow.
projection in Mind What You Have Learned is not good.
But
Yeah.
they just made a helper for this deck.
How big of a helper is it though?
It's
pretty big.
not nothing. It's significant. I mean, I was certainly gonna say hit.
Now I
So-
will say this: I'm glad I don't have to play Scott in the Game PC.
Yeah, I've got some new ideas that I've been trying out, so I'm excited to play whoever I play.
Okay. Okay, question number 2. Justin Miyashiro will make the top 8 in a major this year.
I hope it's a hit. Jeez. Oh,
I mean-
man.
I'm gonna give it a hit. He's due.
It's a hit. I have faith in you. It's a hit.
We can't have Anthony be the only one with glass in this 4-person group right now.
I have glass. I have
I've
the
got
Tatooine.
glass.
I have the Tatooine
I-
Regionals thing right in front of me here.
Oh yeah.
I
Darn it.
also have the Alderaan Regionals glass.
I've got
That'll be coming
glass.
soon.
It's not
That's
Star
gotta be
Wars,
ordered,
but it's
right?
glass.
That's got to be ordered, right?
Yeah, Justin, that's right. I'm proud. I think you can do it. It's a hit.
I hope it's a hit. I will break what I usually do for the fantasy ones and say it's a hit. I always bet against myself for the fantasy ones, but
I got faith in you. I think you. I mean, you've been working with Justin Desai last year before Nationals. That's no slouch.
yes.
And then what was it? At Worlds, like you said, you were 5-0 at one point. So yeah, I'll give you a hit.
Well, if turning Luke continues to be good, then I like my chances. But
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of not Lukes running around now. So
True. You can still turn Obi-Wan.
no, Obi-Wan just dies and they lose some force.
Everyone just goes away.
That is not the same.
Yeah, point.
Asking your opponent if they want to lose 21 force is great.
Yeah, it is.
Feels good. Feels good.
Yeah.
Feels
so
bad for them. Feels good for you.
Okay.
We need to bring back dark side dueling for for any Jedi.
Yeah.
Make dark side dueling great again.
Okay, this next one is going to be kind of fun. He's not in the screen with us, but he's in the chat, or he was at one point. It's all about Jared Napolitano. Jared will win more majors than Joe Olsen this year.
I mean, I have faith in Jared as a player. The
But it
ask
is
you're
Joe Olsen.
well, it's more that the ask you're making there is huge. Like if he and Joe both win one, then it's a miss, right? Like if they both win two, that's a miss. So he's got to win more than Joe. I will say is a miss.
2022, this coming year, he's going to win more majors than Joe.
No, he's going to win more majors than Joe in the next 2 days.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a miss. I don't think either of them are going to win.
Ooh. I mean,
I'd say they're both going to win one, but
I
don't
mean,
I
I
don't
was
know
gonna
that
say-
I don't know that Jared's going to win more.
see, I've been talking trash on the Advocates for so long, saying that the Advocates will never win a major, they can't win anything, and then boom, Chris Kelly wins the MPC. Like, I know I wasn't the only one who was surprised there, but I mean, first of all, I was surprised because of the matchup. Second of all, the fact that he beat Tom Kelly. Third, still, but I think if any Advocate can win the next a major, it's Jared. Jared, as long as he doesn't have to face Joe in the finals, he can win the major. So I think he can, because I think Joe is going to get sick and tired of winning everything and just decide, you know what, I'm going to do some commentary. And Jared, and then that what will happen is Jared then wins that major, and he'll have the one. And then Joe's like, you know what, I got to come back and play. And then Bastion just comes out and rolls everybody for the rest of the majors.
Yeah, I just think it's a miss. And they may both win one, but I'm even thinking they're not going to win any, because other people are going to step their game up and win this year.
Jared Napolitano's, or not Jared, Justin Mishiro is going to win a major.
It could happen.
Great.
It could happen.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I can win the majors consolation.
That don't count. That don't count.
Like glass count.
Player of the Year points say it counts. So it
Player of the year
little.
points say it
That's
counts.
true. Even I've got
some.
player of the year points
a
for
little,
doing
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Player of the year point. It's a miss because again, a lot of players showing up and improving their game. Agreed.
Okay. That's fair. Way to hate on Jared, you guys.
Yeah, kick him while he's down.
Right?
Kick him while he's not on the show.
Okay, so he's actually in the chat, so technically he's kind of here. It's weird.
But he's not on the show, so there's that.
He was on the show by video.
Not here. We're here. Everyone in the room gets more credit than that.
Okay, well, the last question is going to be a fun one because I know this one's going to create a lot of debate. Dan will win more games of Star Wars CCG this year than Batmouse.
Oh, that's such a miss.
I know what you're in the peanut
Especially
gallery.
with the toilet league.
I mean, I would say it's a miss only because I think Batmouse plays more than you. Sorry, not only. That's unfair to both of you, but I don't think it's a fair comparison because I think Batmouse plays a lot more than you do.
That's a very valid point. I'm not going to say that. I will say
Here's what I would say. Over the next 10 games, let's say next 10 games that you guys play, I think Dan will win more than Anthony.
Ooh. Immediately go to set up a toilet league.
I say we just use a smaller number, like 10. I think it's absolutely possible. I think it's a hit that Dan could win 10 out of 10 games that you each play. I think Dan can beat you in that. Not against each other, but I think that's fair. It could be a hit.
All right, Dan, are you playing in the GAMP PC?
Yes.
Dan is in the game PC.
Yeah, so what we'll do is maybe when you both play 10 games, make a snapshot of your GEMP games, and let's compare them.
I really don't want to do
Sure.
that.
This can't
Yeah,
be
let's do
against
that.
the bots though, right? Because
Yeah, no. They all have to be league games as well.
okay,
Next 10, just 10 league games that you play, calculate it. The winner gets, I'll give you an AI Amidala.
All right.
Wait, what?
An AI Queen Amidala from Theed.
wish
Oh,
I was in. I wish I
God.
was in that. Jeez,
Oh, God.
that's a good prize.
That is an
Yeah.
insane.
Dan, so now Dan
Wow.
is gonna play like 10 league games over the next 6 months. He's gonna make sure that he gets ones that he could win.
So there you go. Whenever you guys get the 10, you compare them and we'll see. All right?
Okay.
I collect those, Scott.
Wow.
I need as many of those as I can. It's also a
He does collect those.
it's like a $200 card, Scott.
That's fine. It's not about the money. It's about Dan motivated to kick your ass right now.
Now now the 10th one has to be against each other.
Oh.
Well, we'll see where they are. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh,
That sounds
gauntlet has been
great.
thrown, and now I'm going to pick up the gauntlet and beat Batmouse with it.
Man, the pressure is off on trying to make a
I
top 8 now.
know,
Jeez.
I know. I shouldn't have done
Either
this
way,
one.
like just have fun with it, right, guys? You know,
Yeah,
obviously,
we're gonna have fun
again,
either. We're gonna have fun either way.
It's just 10 games. See where you go, and then you can compare. And then we, you know, if it takes a month or 6 months, we'll figure it out.
According to Bill, because of your jacket, you don't care about money, Scott. Wow. Okay. Moving on.
I don't know how to follow that.
I don't know
Yeah.
either. Oh wait, I know how to follow it up. We're going to reveal some fun information for everybody. Jared has been given me the opportunity to spoil the AIs and the OCS foils for this coming year. First, we're going to go over the AIs, and then we'll go over the OCS ones. I don't have any images except for one, and this one is pretty sweet. So, first of all, for the AIs, we have the event winners are going to get Coruscant Jedi Meditation Chamber. If you top 9 in a major or a side event, you're going to get a light side Obi-Wan's Hut V. And for light side, dark side, it's Coruscant the Works. The NPC pre-registration is Imperial Decree V. For the Jawa Brawl, it's Daro V. If you donate, you get a Coruscant V slip. For nationals, including the United States, UK, and any Euro ones, you get the Coruscant Jedi Temple. Worlds and the EU Championships, you get Darth Vader, Betrayer of the Jedi. And for Twitch, I'm not sure which one what the Twitch one is. You get Dagobah Yoda's Hut V. So there's some pretty good ones. Like, I really want that Vader. I don't know what the Vader looks like, but I really want it.
Looks like Vader.
It's just a picture of you on a HUD, right?
Yeah.
No, we already have one of those. We already have one of those.
Wait, that's the Holotheatre.
Yeah.
Holotheatre Heroes one, right? Oh wait, what about those?
We're not going to show those off until after we announce, like, next week, because we have to announce the guest of the year this week. So
I guess.
the OCS foils are Death Star V, Anakin's lightsaber V, Hondo Anaka, Plo Koon, Laura Santeca, Mace Windu's lightsaber. If you top 16 or get perfect attendance, you get Restore Freedom to the Galaxy. And then we already seen these ones, but I like them a lot. The Anakin Skywalker Jedi Knight and Darth Tyrannus. So that's some pretty cool stuff right there.
Nice.
Indeed. Indeed.
And Jared has also given me permission to show off the Imperial Decree one. So if you are not registered for the NPC, well, here's a little bit more incentive. There is the new Imperial Decree V foil slip. That looks sexy. And I don't see that really regular. So
That is amazing.
that looks really
Yeah.
nice. Like, and that's just a register. That's
really
a pre-registration. You don't have to play. You just get that for pre-registering.
It's amazing
Yeah.
how bad design AT-ATs were.
I really like that we're doing more. Like, a lot of the AIs and stuff are for like C slips and stuff. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's what they've done is fantastic. Absolutely.
Okay, so this is going to be the final calls for the free registration to the NPC. I have right now 5 people who have the chance to win free registration for the 2022 NPC. Justin Mishiro, Chris Kelly, Bill Kafer, Batmouse, and Ryan Saracen. So again, last call. I will wait 30 seconds. Again, this is free registration from me. So I will be paying your registration for the NPC. So unless you don't want me to spend money on you, you guys can stay quiet.
I already put my name in, so.
Yeah, you did.
Damn, I'm already in. So
Okay, so I have the list. I have a random number generator. I'm going to give it 5 spins, and then number 6 is going to be the winner. And just so you guys can see it, Chris, if you get it, you can give it to somebody you want. Okay, so like I said, 5 spins, and then we have a winner. There's 1.
Wait,
2.
is it the 5th one?
6.
no, the sixth.
Sixth
The
one. The
sixth
sixth one.
3, 4, 5, and here we go. Ryan Saracen wins. Ryan, you get free entrance to the NPC this year. That was not rigged. You saw it. Now you have to sign up and go. Okay.
Forcing people to make moves.
You do have to register in order
You
to
do
get
have
the
to
free
register.
registration.
You
He's
have
not
to
just going
send
to give you
the
money.
PC a link and say, "Hey, Dan is paying for me." Okay. Really quick, I think it's that time of the evening. We have gone through a lot this year. We've had a lot of guests. We had a lot of people vote for this. Like, it was actually a really close vote. Except for the fact that somebody had their children stuff the ballot box. He would have won if not for the fact that I only counted that once. But, so, again, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, we're talking about the guests of the year. Add the link. We had a lot of good guests. Anthony Howard, Paul Myers, Scott, Greg Zinn, Bill Kafer, Timo Dussel, Jared Konsker, Chris Hall, Ming Hao, Lenny Rubin, Adam Fletcher, Tom Kelly, Joe Olson, Casey Anus, Bastian Winkelhaus, Jason Rendu, Andrew Moss, Chris Kelly, Hayes Hunter, Chris Werfs, Charlie Arlinson, Dennis Reinhardt, Chris Goglin, Steve Skilton, Matt Lutz, Matthew Harrison Trainer, and Justin Branch. Those were all the guests of this year. And it came down to the wire, everybody. So joining Chris Kelly as the Man of the Year, as a 2021 Holotheatre Guest of the Year, and I'm going to say this, please do not spoil this on Slack, the forums, Facebook, anything. Because the person who won it will not be able to watch it until tomorrow, because it's Timo Dussel. Timo is your 2021 Guest of the Year. Please don't spoil this for him. I actually want him to watch this. He will be honored. Chris, you're going to get these as well with a trophy. You're going to get the little. You already got the foil Holotheatre card. You're also going to be getting the little signature icon that for Guest of the Year, or you can get. You're going to get one of those, or you can have it as your avatar if you want it. You'll just let me know, and then you're going to get your own player card. So what those are, and I'll show those off again. We have a few new ones actually to show off.
A bunch of them right here, I think.
Yeah.
We have this one that I've played in person many times.
Yeah, those. You're going to get your own one. And then we're going to get you to sign a few, and then we're going to have those distributed in packs of the Holotheatre's hosts and heroes. The other thing I'm going to be doing with those I'm going to be lowering the odds, because everybody's going to want one of these. So it's going to be easier to get them starting next year. It's also going to be easier to get like the more chase cards for these. So we're going to be giving a lot of good stuff out. Scott and PC donated a lot of good cards for this, including like foil Darth Mauls with lightsabers, foil Qui-Gon Jinn with lightsabers, like a lot of good stuff. Like, I was going through what he sent out, and I'm just like, holy cow, this is insane. So, but again, I want to thank everybody who helped make Holotheatre possible this year. It has been a wonderful year, from everybody who has hosted it to everybody who's come on as a guest. Hell, anybody who has actually just spent the time watching this show every Wednesday. Thanks, guys. It has been a great year, and I'm definitely looking forward to 2022.
Well, I just want to, and we all say this very, Dan, we just want to thank you. You rock.
Hey, good work, dude.
You're the rock.
He is the rock. Scott is the rock. But good work, Dan. You coming to us every week is great work for the community and for keeping this game going.
Yeah, without Dan, I mean, Dan, I know you didn't officially start the show, but without you, the show wouldn't still be here. So,
thank you. I like to cuddle up with a blanket and hot chocolate and watch Stan on Twitch on my TV. It's nice.
Well,
and then do the eyebrow.
And also the show.
On that bombshell, I think it's a good thing to end the year. Again, Happy New Year, everybody. We'll see everybody next year in 2022. Take care, and yeah, have a good one.